Welcome to Daily Timothy Time. My name is Carl Coates, and it's a privilege, pleasure, and an absolute joy to be with you once again with an open King James Bible. Today's Friday. It's Friday, the 18th of July, 2025. Folks, we're in the book of Mark today, and we're in chapter 6, and I'm going to pick up from verse 14. And King Herod heard of him, for his name was spread abroad, and he said, that John the Baptist was risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do shew forth themselves in him. Others said that it is Elias, and others said that is a prophet, or as one of the prophets. But when Herod heard thereof, he said, it is John, whom I beheaded. He is risen from the dead. For Herod himself had sent forth and laid hold upon John, and bound him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife, for he had married her. For John had said unto Herod, it is not lawful for thee to have thy brother's wife. Therefore Herodias had a quarrel against him, and would have killed him, but she could not. For Herod feared John, knowing that he was a just man and holy, and observed him. And when he heard him, he did many things, and heard him gladly. And when the convenient day was come, that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his lords, high captains, and chief estates of Galilee. And when the daughter of the said Herodias came in, and danced, and pleased Herod to them that sat with him, and them that sat with him, the king said unto the damsel, ask of me whatsoever thou wilt, and I will give it thee. And he swear unto her, whatsoever thou shalt ask of me, I will give it thee unto the half of my kingdom. And she went forth and said unto her mother, what shall I ask? And she said, the head of John the Baptist. And she came in straightway with haste to the king, and asked, saying, I will that thou give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptist. And the king was exceeding sorry. Yet for his oath's sake, and for the sakes which sat with him, he would not reject her. And immediately the king sent an executioner, and commanded his head be brought. And he went and beheaded him in prison, and brought his head in a charger, and gave it to the damsel, and the damsel gave it to her mother. And when the disciples heard of it, they came and took up his corpse, and did lay it in a tomb. Folks, we all know that passage. You've all heard that passage. I just want to draw your attention to one verse in there. I mean, there's a lot to speak about here, but I want to draw your eye to verse 18. For John had said unto Herod, it is not lawful for thee to have thy brother's wife. You know, I've got a comment written in the margin of my Bible here. That's a straightforward preacher. Now, obviously, today in the dispensation of the grace of God, when we're dealing with unsaved folks, we've got to be a bit more gentle, and you can't just smash them on the head with the gospel. You've got to ask permission first. However, on the other hand, if you are in a local assembly and you are doing that type of behavior, it reminds me of 1 Corinthians chapter 5. You want to do that today, go over to 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and give that a read and see what our apostle has to say about these types of actions. It's worth your while checking out. Maybe you listening to me right now and this is you going down this road. Brother or sister, be careful. Go read 1 Corinthians chapter 5. I'll leave you with that thought for today. Wherever you are around the world, thank you for listening. Please share this on your socials. Also, check out our website, dailytimothytime.com. Easy way to do it, just scan the QR code. It'll take you right there. And lastly, and like I say every time we meet, remember, folks, to keep your sword sharp, soldier. Until we meet next time, if the Lord tarries, grace and peace to you. Maranatha.